This plumping gloss better be working because my lips literally feel like they're burning off. Literally feel like they're burning off. Oh, yeah. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Katie, and in today's video, I thought I would give you guys some book recommendations that have, or at least give me, a fall vibe. I do know it's the second week into October, so you're probably already reading your books. I get that. But I only have 5 because as much as I love the fall vibes, I realized I don't read a lot of fall vibe books. So I do have, now I say I only have 5 books, but watch this video still be really long because I love to chit chat. Okay, but these are 5 books that I have read personally that give me the fall vibes. I do have 3 thrillers, 2 romance. So if you only come for the romance, I'm sorry, but I am sprinkling some thrillers in there because especially around this time of year, that's what I like to read. So let's just get into the fall vibes books. Okay, so for book number 1, I chose They Never Learn by, it's either Lainey or Lane. I never figured that out. Fargo. I know her last name, but I'm going to go Lane, but I bet you it's Lainey. This is a thriller set in dark academia, and we are following a female serial killer. So the heroine of our book is, well, we actually have 2 points of view. We have our heroine, and then we have a girl who is a freshman in college. The heroine in our story is a college professor at the college, and she's also a female serial killer. She goes around and she kills bad men. Like, she's female Dexter, okay? We love her for it. And then I don't know if it's the FBI or the cops, they get wind of it. They come to the university and, you know, is she going to get caught? I don't know. We don't know. I mean, I know. I read it. But it definitely gives me fall vibes. Just look at, like, the cover. I know that's, like, the front is supposed to be of the university. Stop with the glare from the... There we go. But... there is, so this is a thriller, but there also is a sapphic romance in this also, so you get a little bit of romance vibes. But honestly, I love the way this ended. This has definite good for her vibes, because we love to see women taking charge and being like, you men are not going to do that to us. I mean, I wouldn't go as far as killing someone, but she does, and I love her for it. But honestly, if you haven't read this one, do it. The twist, I'm so dumb, and I wish because I didn't catch it. But, like, honestly, I'm glad I didn't, because when I read that, I was like, what? And then I was like, duh, but it's fine. It's fine. I still loved this book. I tabbed this book, and I don't tab books. Couldn't tell you why I tabbed the way I did. Oh, wait. Oh, my gosh, I do. I even put a little menu. You know what I mean. A little chart that tells me what everything means. Wow, I was really on it for this book. I don't think I've done that since. Okay, the next book I do not own anymore, but it is Home Before Dark by Riley Sager. This book is, okay, so if you like the TV show The Haunting of Hill House, you will enjoy this book because it gives you those vibes, okay? So we are following a heroine whose family lived in this famous, like, house. Almost not famous, it is now. But when they moved in, it wasn't famous. They were just planning on, like, flipping it, you know, for this, to get money up. I'm pretty sure. And then as they're living in it, when she's little, things are happening. And they only stay, I think it's 25 days, or is it 15? Can't remember, but they end up moving out, and then the dad writes a book about their time there, and she is refusing to believe that anything happened that's in the book. She doesn't remember anything, so she's like, no, you know, that wasn't haunted or anything. And she has to end up, and I don't remember why she has to end up going back to the house, but she does, and we get to see her now and then, so it's dual timelines, and the 2 timelines just end up coming together in a nice little package, and it was good. I enjoyed this one. It's not like I wasn't scared by reading the book and then, like, by myself in the dark. Some people can get those vibes, but it definitely gives you just spooky vibes. It does do that. And I am a chicken, but I wasn't like really scared by this book. But it does give off that, you know, if you've seen Haunting of Hill House, you kind of know, like you feel like someone's watching you. Kind of gives those vibes. But honestly, if you liked Haunting of Hill House, I think you'll really enjoy this book. The next book is actually a YA book. But when I read it, I didn't get YA vibes. That's why I'm including it on this list. And that is House of Hollow by Crystal Sutherland. I don't own this book either anymore. I very rarely keep thrillers because I read them. I know the plot twist. I'm probably not going to reread them again, but if like they're favorites, I'll keep them. So I did get rid of this one, but the cover is so pretty. And that's why I bought it. Was for the cover. And then I read it and I was like, oh, this is a really good story as well, but it was the cover that drew me in. So in this book, we were following 3 sisters who go missing on New Year's Eve, on Christmas Day or New Year's Eve, many, many years ago. And then they come back, and I think it's 7 days later. Whew, when did I read this book? It's like been forever. It had to have been like a year or 2 ago. But they come back and they don't really look the same. They've all got like white blonde hair, and there's something with their eyes. Are they gray? They might be gray. Or is their hair gray? Oh, now don't listen to me. I'm a terrible booktuber. But anyway, it's fine. So we get, that's like all in like the first chapter. And then it gets a time jump and we get to the present and one of the sisters goes missing. So the other 2 sisters have to come together and figure out where the sister went. And this is just very spooky. It's a little fantastical. I enjoyed it. I liked it. I liked the twist. I thought it was good. I can't tell you what movie this reminds me of because it would give it away. So I'm not going to tell you. It doesn't feel YA. It's technically YA, but like you can read it. It's really not YA. But I highly enjoyed it. I haven't read anything else by this author. I don't even know if she has anything else. But I really did enjoy this one. Okay, actually it's the last 2 books. But the last 2 books are romances because you just need a spooky romance from time to time, you know? So last year I read Scream for Us by Molly Doyle and I loved it. This is a short, to the point, a Halloween novella and it was great. This is actually 0.5 in Order of the Unseen book series. So technically you can go into the first book not reading the novella because the novella is in the first book. But I haven't read the book. I've only read the novella. But this is about our heroine and she goes out for Halloween to a party. And if I'm not mistaken, something happens and I think some guy or guys come to her rescue and all of them are wearing Halloween masks. So I'm pretty sure we have Ghostface, Michael Myers, and Jason. I think those are the masks they're wearing. But during the spicy scenes, they kind of keep their masks on. So like she eventually like finds out what they look like. But yeah, during spicy times, it's just the men in the masks. And I know there is a second technical book. It's Melt for Us, which is Christmas themed. So I'm going to have to read that this year. But I enjoyed it. It's quick, it's spicy, it's to the point. If you're just looking for something to read on Halloween night, you just need something, go with this one. And then my last book for you guys is one that I feel like everyone recommends for the spooky vibes. But I'm that basic girl and I'm going to recommend it too. Haunting Adeline. And I'm not even a fan of this book. I say this all the time. It was fine. It was fine. For what it was fine. But if you have not read this book yet, this is about Adeline who moves into her grandmother's estate, which is a very gothic manor. It's definite Halloween vibes, spooky vibes, gothic Victorian vibes, and you really get a sense of that in this book. And Adeline has a stalker. And this stalker is psycho. He is psycho. It is definite touch her and die. Yeah, It happens in this book. It does. So it's very dark, and he's very psychotic and just doesn't care. He doesn't care. He does leave her roses, though. So he is a romantic psychotic, so I gotta give him that. But this, for anything, the only reason I would say this book is because he's a stalker. It gives those vibes off of spooky because it feels like someone's watching you, because there is. Because there is someone watching you in this book. But yeah, I enjoyed it. Wasn't my favorite, but the spice is good. You know, trigger warnings for this book, because there are many. I will have them listed in the description box for you guys. But yeah, just check them if you have any triggers. But those are the books. I know this wasn't a lot of recommendations, but like I said, I don't read a lot of spooky vibe books, and I thought like I would because I love fall, but I just don't. So if you have any recommendations for spooky vibe books, whether it's thrillers or romances, leave them down below for me. I would love to know, and you can share them with everyone else as well. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing if you're new and would like to join the family. I would love to have you. All my social media is linked down below as always. My Goodreads and my Instagram if you want to stay more up to date and day to day with what I am reading. But I hope you all are having a fantastic autumn spooky season, and I will see you out in the next one. Bye, guys. You know, I say I have 5 books, and watch this movie. It's my lips. I can't speak because of my lips. Okay. So this is a dark academia thriller about. Why did I say it like that? And our heroine, it's the lips. I can't speak because of the gosh darn lips.